So I'm lucky that this morning I have got Mr. Vinod Kumar Singh, Director Personnel of POWERGRID Maratna Company. He is an illustrious personality, and I have got the opportunity to work with him. So much so that even after leaving the organization, I dedicated my book to him, and it was selling like anything. I'm thankful to him. In fact, the very idea was noted while we were discussing about this program. So he is otherwise very busy because of the precarious grid condition required at this moment of time. He is trying to set it right. So, sir, I'll not take more of your time. I just have to make 2 points that you are a doyen of not only HR but communication as well. And when Andon is used in HR, then communication takes the seat of the pilot. So I request you, sir, to let us know as how do you think how you will take HR from industry 4.0 to industry 5.0 and beyond. So I hand it over to VK Singh, sir.
Pandey, thank you. I hope you are able to hear me.
Yes, sir, very much.
Just I need a feedback about how many people are there and what kind of background they have, so that I will be really able to connect to them, because
yeah, sir, there are 18 participants.
Okay.
One participant is from USA Hulk International Business School. The other participant is from Exeter University, UK. There are senior officers from DVC, Damodar Valley Corporation. A very senior officer has joined us from Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India. He is general manager there. Mr. Jitendra Agrawal is there from Damodar Valley Corporation. From PFC, I have got Mr. Mohan Lal. He is drawing and disbursing officer. And then one Mr. Sandeep Kumar is also there from the same team. So they take care of the compensation part. As you know that it is a part of maintenance. We have got Ms. Bhavya Gupta, who is probably the youngest CEO of Flower Tech Engineers Private Limited.
Morning.
And one Ms. Sani Pramadik is there from Exeter University, UK. And we have got one Mr. Mrityunjay Kumar, who is from Central Transmission Utility of India Limited. Mr. Harish Kanti is an independent consultant. He had been VP in this Indigo, and he had served earlier the government bodies. He started his career with public sector only. I have got Mr. Bharat Bhushan Sharma, who is a director in Ministry of HRD, now known as Education, and he heads the culture part of that. We have got Ms. Meenakshi Kaushik from Indraprastha University. She is Dean of Management. We have got Ms. Namita Srawat from Assumption University, Bangkok. Mr. Bharat Yadav is a medical professional. He has joined us from D.V. Patil University, Navi Mumbai. Then we have got Aman Pandey. He is product of Central University, Nagaland, and he is working with us as systems engineer. And we have got Mr. Piyush Ojha, who is currently associating himself with Byju's. So, sir, roughly this is the background of 18 people. So it's a mix of young students, PhD scholars, professionals, but then everybody is keen to listen to you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Pandey. You have made my job simpler by understanding the participant. But it's very important to have a knowledge about the participant, and so that you can accordingly modulate your thought. And I must compliment you for kicking start this program, Andon in HR for Industry 5.0 and beyond. And I also must compliment you for designing this program beautifully, because you have covered almost all sensitive important aspect of Andon and Industry 5.0, especially the futuristic feature with machine learning, artificial intelligence, and interrelatedness of deep learning, machine learning, and HR and ecological intelligence. These are really, I mean, very important aspect of this program, because and then invariably means whatever you do it with a machine touch, basically. And HR, less of human touch and more of machine integration and system driven things. I tell you, as a Power Grid, we are a Maharatna company, and one of the second biggest in terms of assets in India. A great place to work, and this year also we figure in great place to work, both best employer and great place to work for women as well. And having got the best ATD award for global award for learning and development, we were among the top 8 companies globally in terms of learning and development activity. So we are in a phase manner bringing out all the possible calibration which IT provide, and we are moving toward industry 4.0, 5.0, and for that HR practices need to be recalibrated for industry 5.0. That's very important, that you need to recalibrate. I mean, rethinking, totally reforming. And now time has come when it's not innovation only will suffice you. You need to evolve organization in all aspects. It's a very important that you need to evolve and need to perform. And innovation can only make you sustainable. And it's very important that you are current with the all latest technology, latest in the market. It's very important, and especially automation is very important in HR. I mean, we recently created employee benefit center, where all our employee benefit are system driven, no human interface. And this we did with the contractors, we did it with the contractor billing. We created a third party platform where the contractor bills were being processed without human interface. I mean, only machine knows. They don't know. People who are processing their bills initially didn't know that whose claim, whose bills they are processing. So it's a biasless. And when the system works, you don't find any biases. System has works on your. But it's very important then in a system like HR, which has been till now, we have been focusing that it has to be only human touch is very important. Yes, I do not deny that, because especially in time of COVID, we have realized human touch is very important, especially the care and concern the organization give. And we have to understand that human capital is the most important. Any organization, any area you work, the whole system is driven on human capital. So you need to take care of them, and kind of employee experience you give, that's the most important thing. And it's a better that instead of having piecemeal HR, you have automated HR system based on AI, machine learning, blockchain, and possible all integration and calibration of all possible technology which exists to make it to give employee a really rich experience. I mean, the employee experience in the organization is the most important thing. And and then also, I mean, possibly try to make the workers' life safer and more comfortable, while ensuring access to technologies that enable automation and increase productivity. And under it, we need to align our human cognitive power and analytical capability. It's very important that you align your intuition and your personal thinking with analytical capability. You have predictability. That is very predictability, and being future ready is the most important thing. And because the future is changing, the game of rule of the game is changing. The game itself is changing, right? Like I tell you, in our case, we used to build project in 36 months. In RTM, there was very big time limit. But now we are building project in 18 months. What we used to do in 36 months, now we are doing 18 months. So you need to recalibrate your entire system to gear up to the new challenges. And that too, when the most of the transmission lines are coming on competitive based tariff regime, you have to compete for every transmission line. So you have to need to your design system, your how you man people, what are your manning norms, and what things you're going digitally. And being digital is the most important thing for us. I mean, the last many conferences we had, we realized for PowerGrid, only way forward is going digital. We want to have a collaborative PowerGrid, a digital PowerGrid, and a learning PowerGrid. These three elements emerge as the most important element. And when I say digitally, your Andon and particularly Industry 5.0 model is a very important thing. So this autonomous workforce will be perspective and inform about human intention and desire. I mean, it's very important. We are being robotic also, and future will see a lot of robotic, and especially in HR area, like we want to create all policy platform where if you want to have any inquiry with regard to policy and procedure of the organization, there will be robots to help you out. And important thing is not bringing robots, but collaborative robots. I mean, who work along with the human. I mean, that's bringing compatibility and collaboration is a thing of the future. I mean, thing of the future, you have to define for any organization, wherever you are working, you have to see how the shape of the things are coming, how the future is evolving, how the future of work is evolving. And especially the pandemic, we made us realize that you can do a lot of things digitally. I mean, before COVID, if I see before COVID and post COVID, we are a totally transformed organization. I mean, there are thousands of activities which we were doing earlier manually, and we thought probably technology innovation is not possible in this area. We have made it possible. I mean, a lot of quality inspection, which earlier were being done physically, and a lot of repair and maintenance activity, which probably we were bringing OEMs from abroad. And so during COVID time, we did it manually, and we did it on our own. We did it digitally. I mean, the kind of compatibility and kind of capability we created within the organization, that was really appreciable. I mean, in a very short time, most of the organization converted many things which earlier they thought probably, I mean, this they had a thing, believe that this thing can be done this way. Now, after COVID, they realize there can be 100 ways of doing. I mean, you need to see what is the best way and what's the most economical way, where we are using digitally, where you can use save manpower and saving costs. That's a really very important. So it's a very important. I'm just giving you an overview of Andon and Industry 5.0. And for that, it's very important your manning norm, you're conducting work analysis process are among the very important responsibilities of the HR management department. Actually, even if we give you the case of PowerGrid, had we continuing with our manpower norm, which we established in 91 at the time of inception of this company, we would have been a 1 lakh plus company. But I told you, it's not only the innovation, it is you need to evolve. I mean, from a traditional way, we would have been a 1 lakh plus people company, but today we are only not even 10,000 marks, always below 10,000 marks personnel. Today we have 8,500 very capable people and very motivated team. And it's very important then when we have a small team, they get career opportunity, they grow in the organization, they develop themselves. You give them all learning opportunity, you send them abroad, bring them the best, I mean, give them the best and take the best. That's a very important give and take theory in HR is also very important. You give best to the people and take best from the people. That's I'll focus on. So, and in the today's term, it's what another emphasis I would give is ESG, that is environment, sustainability, and governance. That's it. These things are catching up. People want to invest in the organization which are ESG compliant. They score on highest on ESG. Simply, I mean, even there are now new people who would love to join the organization. They see the ESG score of the organization, how they score on ESG. If your score is low, even people don't want to join you as an. So people who want to invest in you or people who want to join you, they see your ESG score. It's a very important that what you are doing in this area, especially environment, sustainability and governance. So we are refocusing on our attention on ESG. And sustainability is very important because whatever you do, you need to leave less of carbon footprint. The water you use from the society. So you need to be sustainable. I mean, even composting, even water harvesting, even power saving devices and all, so that you save more and more power. Even being in power organization, it's very important that you create sustainability, that whatever you're getting from the society, you pay back. You pay back in terms of CSR and in terms of ESG. That's what I'm talking about. And sustainability is the new important thing, which most of the organization need to focus on. And another important thing, which is in any organization, would be creating people's pipeline. I mean, the career pipeline and the succession plan you have, where you have a ready delivery of pipelines where people are available for the top positions. So as an organization, we are always working. We make sure that if there is for position of director and chairman, you have next pool of people who are ready in the ratio of 1:4, who are eligible, who are competent, who can deliver. Similarly, for all top position, you have a backup position where in a 1:4 ratio or ratio which you can think of as per your organization, who are ready to take up as a next people who can take up the responsibility. So any organization need to, I mean, have a continuous pipeline of leaders who are ready to take up the role, and their L&D plays a very important, so that the people are not only available, they are ready, and giving people diverse profile, so that because at the important senior position, you need to have a very diverse profile. You must have worked in at least 3-4 vertical, 3-4 geographical area to be prepared to take up the challenge. So it's very important, and it's very important that you create this all these possibilities are created digitally. That is called Andon and 5.0. So I really compliment Mr. Pandey for bringing this course. And I think the course outline is very beautiful and very highly thoughtful. And that's going to be a very, very flag bearing, course in the HR arena. I must say that anyone working in HR must attend this program. And I also request Mr. Pandey that your faculty, I mean, whatever the feedback comes and feedback to the people from the different organization. Fortunately, you have very good participant profile because they are varied. They are from different organization. So definitely the kind of input you will have varied input. And it's a very, I mean, diversity is very important. Diversity in terms of participant you have. And you will have a diversity of feedback also. That is very important for you to integrate and give the participant at the end session all answers to their questions. And I think your question, the question you have raised, that itself is very important. I mean, it is not the answer you give, but the questions you make that make program more relevant. So I'll also request the participant to raise all important questions so that make program more meaningful. With this, I'll convey my thanks to Mr. Pandey and entire faculty which has been lined up for the program. I hope the deliberation in next 2 days and will be really meaningful. And I'll request Mr. Pandey to compile. We'll like to have all the possible questions and the answers after the end of this program. And I would love to share my feedback. I would love to get the feedback from Mr. Pandey. And that's all I wish for. Thank you, Mr. Pandey. Thank you for Global University team and for organizing a very important and a very beautiful and a pioneer program on Andon in HR. Thanks a lot. Very good.
Sir, I'll take just a moment before, your arrival on the scene virtually. They were asking me that they are interested in knowing how did you handle the alumni association of JVers for such a long time?
Although I don't know who has asked this question, this alumni is also very important. I started this alumni thing about 20 years back when there were hardly 20 people. From that 20 people, I brought it to more than 2,000 people. And today, whenever alumni meet happens, there are more than 2,000 people join. That gives me a very nice feeling. A small movement we started as a alumni meet from 20 to 2,000, converting is a very, I feel very satisfying experience. And for there also, you need to bring some value to the alumni meet, not only arranging, giving them party and bringing together is not important. And when you do alumni meet, you make people that people connect, people share their knowledge, experience, and wisdom, and that's how you can make any association very powerful. I tell you, even this Andon meeting of whoever are in this involved, you can make it a powerful body and let them connect on Facebook. If they really share a very valuable insight, that makes any association very powerful. That's what I have done. So I don't know how this question came, but yes, it gives me a really very satisfying feeling for converting a 20 alumni to 2,000, a strong work. Alumni for my college.
Sir, Miss Namita Srawat from Thailand has asked me. She wanted to know how POWERGRID handled COVID pandemic so well without being a medical organization.
I tell you, COVID was a big challenge, and when I joined as Director HR, immediately COVID was there, and we were really not prepared. It was something most of the organization didn't know how to deal with. But here we decided that we'll invest in empathy and compassion, and will be no restrictive. We said only we'll all have, in terms of all policy procedure, we'll have a soft approach. We will not be restricting anything. And whatever thing people want, we created a lot of many teams from, the person, the moment anybody had COVID, a team used to contact, and we had a ready COVID kit which used to supply. There were counseling available. There are so many people talking, connecting to the family. And we made for all COVID families the meals available, all 3-time meals available anywhere in India. Just believe me that for 10,000 employees all over India, whoever had COVID, we gave them medicine, we gave them the meal, we gave them whatever connectivity possible. And it's most important thing was to connect with the people. And after COVID also, the kind of policy we brought for the people who died during COVID, and that's one of the policy which are really admired in the whole industry. And I must share my experience when we brought this policy to the board. We thought probably it is very difficult to come out with such a scheme where no PSU had similar kind of policies in that regard. But I was very happy to share with you when we came to the board, and entire board saluted us for thinking differently and thinking, so deep. We provided till a person, son or daughter, are in 12th standard, we'll give them house, we'll give them education loan, we'll give them education. We created a pool of a big money we were giving for. So if you want to start some business, the employee spouse want to start a business, we'll give the seed money also. And that kind of policy we brought, and these were really innovative for any public sector. And I'm happy that when people say that you handle COVID so well, it's really give us very satisfying feeling.
Sir, on behalf of all the participants from US, UK, Thailand, and of course India, I am really indebted to you, and I thank you not only on the behalf of the participants, but on behalf of World University, that the first credential program where after this, sir, we are going to administer the test. We'll try to find out where do they stand, and then after the end, we will also evaluate whether we succeeded in providing some solution to their problems or not, and then I'll share the feedback to you. Sir, I'm thankful that this is the first program globally available to World University and real global person with global thinking, Mr. V.K. Singh inaugurated the program. Sir, thank you so much for spending the time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Pandey. It's my privilege to join this program, inaugurate this program. I would love to have the feedback from all the participants. If you share with me, I think we can evolve this program and can do it in a much better way. The next program is just beginning, and I wish you good luck for the and well done. But thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much that it is a holiday and you spared your time. I'm personally indebted to you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Have a great day.